All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Ranking of Kings, episode 5. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Some hot new developments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going down all the way to the pits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I gotta say, as far as
dumbasses that you've met in your life.
Good one.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say that as far as like pivotal turning moments in a show, to have something just be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is like a pit to hell, you know, and like
world building wise, just
casually, you know, this.
I mean, we
thing.
saw the big reincarnating,
whatever the
sucking
fuck that
thing.
was, but like we're going to have the main character get assassinated by, like, you know, some baddies, right? But then, like, obviously they're not actually going to die because they're the main character, right?
Right.
But, like, there's still going to be consequences. Boji was just pushed into hell. Unless he's pulling some crazy, like, Frodo, you know, hanging on to the edge kind of shit.
There's two very strong reasons as to why it doesn't have to be that, though. Bebin was following them.
Right.
So he could save them here with snakes or with Kage.
Right. Because
and Kage was given orders from Bebin to do something, which was probably to protect thing there. So
that's
it doesn't
why he
necessarily
got the knives from Bebin and all that stuff.
Which is why it wasn't necessarily Bebin that was following him, but it was Bebin protecting by sending Kage to do this stuff. So there's ways in which we can have this work in which have been set up already before the previous episode.
But Damas, you did the thing.
Yeah,
you followed orders.
It broke him. He started laughing. He started crying.
Yeah.
Or not really crying. He just begged forgiveness to the air.
It was an emotional moment.
For
Damas.
Yeah. Because he had tried a couple times in other ways. Up until this point.
Yeah. Like, and I love how they really did try and have it be something that would be an accident so that they would truly be blameless, right?
Right.
And I loved seeing them freak out, you know, and it's just like, oh, someone might be tailing us. We might actually have to get, like, careful about this because someone could be watching us, and that'd be bad if they saw us kill, you know, Prince Boji. But, okay. You done did it.
Okay.
You sent the other guy that was having his, you know, reservations away.
Yep.
And you did it. This boy trusted you, and you pushed him into hell.
If he ever comes back, it's going to be interesting. Because I think he's too sweet to do really anything, like, more than basically just being like, you're not going to train me in the sword this way anymore. I'm going to, you know...
Right.
You know,
like,
I'm going to train swords the way that, you know, I want to, or something like that.
I could totally see this being Damas's demise because he is so unraveled by what happened, and especially if he ends up seeing Boji again and he's alive. Like
I mean, forget Daida's whole thing there. If the queen finds out about this, we know she has no issues with just executing people.
Oh, she would have no problem.
No issue
at all.
With that.
Now the thing is that if she finds out that it was her own son that sent the order...
I mean, at this point, we might be looking at a Joffrey situation where she can't really do anything about him. Well, one, because, it's her son. She can't... Yeah,
what do you do when you find out that your biological child ordered the assassination of your adopted child?
Yeah, you cry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think you really have a problem. That's what you have.
That sounds like a conundrum.
Yeah. But on the Daida side, he's really leaning into this whole Mirror's influence, and he's going to go gain the power of his father.
Which
now,
with the stuff from the previous episode, seems like he might be about to, like, eat a heart or something.
Yeah, or consume a soul.
Right.
So there's some shit here. Or potentially make a pact with a demon.
Yeah.
So We got hell
Lovely.
stuff. We're having all kinds of world building things set up. I love the way this is very much feeling still like the prologue of the story. We're getting to know the world and how big and vast it is, and it's not just a cutesy children's storybook.
That's going to be 18 pages with a bunch of big pictures and not much text. Like, we are setting up.
We're going deep. We're literally going into the depths of hell.
Right.
We might not be going beyond the first layer, if you will.
Yep. Well, and if Kage is here and he saves Boji, Boji certainly isn't going to go back to like the kingdom because it's not safe there.
Not immediately.
So
no.
right, not immediately. So
he
then
definitely will go back eventually.
Eventually, but like then they might have to go somewhere else to lay low or something like that, and then that's a whole new part of the world that we can get introduced to or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit. Wow. Holy shit. What happened? What happened? Oh! What? Kage! What? Kage's in hiding in his pack!
Of course!
Oh my gosh! Ah! Ow, that would hurt.
That's amazing. I love it.
Oh my god! Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Ah! He had the peace signs! Oh yeah! Give him a hug! He was literally in your corner, in your shadow.
Right. Yep.
Right there with you all along.
And this right after Dumas betrayed him, knowing that Kage's still got his back.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, pat, pat, pat. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Big boys. Yeah. Be so happy.
Yeah.
They're both crying. Yeah. Big boys can cry.
All right.
Face doing with tears and sweat. Oh, this is...
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Look, this show's so good. It just gets you so fast. Oh. Yep. You know what I'll bet Bebin told him was, you need to protect Boji, but never reveal yourself.
Right.
Because like, what he was probably thinking is that there's going to be a point where they'll think it'll have worked. You know? The assassination will have worked. And then they'll leave.
Right, that's the ultimate way to have Boji be safe.
Right. Nothing fun about shortcuts. You took the hard road.
Yeah.
Changed your stars, flipped things around. Now he's walking ahead of everybody else. Wow. Intertwining plots. Well, that... Okay. Alright, show us the montage.
Ah, nice.
Oh my fucking god!
That's amazing.
Wow, yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Nice. That's awesome. Alright, let's go into the details. Ah, okay.
Makes sense?
Right, yeah. Right. Which means we can flip this whole situation around, too.
Yeah. Oh, there's stairs?
Oh, shit. That's kind of eerie, like the way that Daida was going to go down the stairs as well. Oh, shit. Wait.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah, let's just go see Asmodeus, you know?
We're just going to make a deal with the devil. It's going to be perfect.
Right.
Is this how he gave him the order? Or when he did?
Oh, he's trying to get something on each of them so he can control them all. Whoa. Yeah, this is where he was giving the order. It's so fun hearing Yuki Kaji. Yeah.
Yes, for the sake of the kingdom and its people, for sure. Whatever you say, I'll do it.
Right.
Oh, no, we're gonna see him now. Yeah, nice dramatic effect there.
Yep. Ah! Hey, I got this for you. Oh!
That's great.
Oh!
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and well, it's gone. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Kage!
Ominous.
Kage was looking straight up, going, ah!
I think a bunch of people died.
But their bones are so broken apart, like they were eaten then. And now they're gonna ignite. Yeah. And then boom.
Oh shit. That's bad.
Don't breathe. Yeah. Could be toxic. A horse.
Skull Knight shows up. Okay.
Maybe this is Pandora's box. And just the box is a metaphor, you know. Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, hi.
Oh, okay.
I love their look, though.
Yeah.
Like, they feel like something out of a Dark Souls.
I was thinking that too.
Oh, shit. This is a Dark Souls.
Oh,
like,
my God.
what the fuck?
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Things that can then be eaten for their strength. Oh, shit.
Crown and all.
It's a meat blender.
Yeah. Here's a nice drink for you. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
This is some Made in Abyss shit. Okay.
Wow. Oh.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is he gonna die? Is Daida gonna kill him with his new strength?
Oh, could that have been the griffin that was frozen down there?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Those guys are so huge on their horses.
They might be demons of some kind. They might not be human, that's why they're so big. Ah. So this is a process that they're starting.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen immediately necessarily. Yeah, this is some ritual shit.
Uh-huh. So that's boss.
I don't think so.
Like frozen down and...
Oh, shit. That's a person.
What if that was Boji's mom?
Wow. Wow. It's a form of reincarnation. Holy shit.
What?
Shit.
Oh my God.
This is so elaborate.
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
But, like,
it just reminds you
holy shit.
that this is something that they've done so many times.
Right.
Now you drink it. Oh. This will give him a new body, basically. They've gone through the process of transmuting from human to beast.
Right.
Now he'll go from human back to beast, basically. Really? Or will he now basically be giving himself over to a demon?
Maybe both.
Well, right, but meaning that boss's power maybe exclusively came from the demon that was within him. Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, yeah. I have a positive wisdom score. You think I'm stupid? Oh,
he wants
shit!
it to be with his strength, right?
Yeah. You have good instincts, that's why.
Okay.
Then tell me what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. King among kings.
Oh, let's go, Bebin! Remember the teachings of your trainer! Yeah!
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, fucking Bebin! Let's go!
Good man. The two guards. Oh, shit. Oh!
Oh!
All right!
Hell yeah! You guys have been sitting down here too long. You haven't had any real training.
He might just smash you.
Oh no, what's gonna happen if he pours it out? Nothing? Okay.
Way to go, Daida.
I'm so proud of him!
Yeah.
Wow! Like, he's a little shit, but way to go! Oh, are they gonna fight?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, already cursed.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
What?
Alright, well maybe the Kingdom of Hell has its own, you know, king. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily a bad guy. Oh!
Okay, so I guess he wasn't in on it?
He wasn't involved. Yeah.
Wow. That's dumb, my dude, but good man.
I admire the balls on him.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah.
He's so dead.
So dead. I mean, they're trading blows.
He doesn't want to kill another person today.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh!
Oh, shit! That was flat?
Holy shit! That finishes it.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's his excuse. That's how he can get... Wow.
Cut off the hand that he used to push Boji.
That was such a cool
his
visual
right hand.
storytelling. Yeah, yeah.
That's his right hand. Like, holy shit, he just Jamie Lannistered himself.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I love this so much.
Oh, that's...
Oh, they're setting up so much.
Damn.
Crazy. How big is this world gonna get?
Yeah. Well, and like, the self-awareness of the characters, too.
Yeah.
Like, you have someone kill a child that he was, you know, that he had been tasked with protecting and teaching, you know, up until just then, right?
Yeah.
And then cuts the hand off that he used to do. Like, what will his position in the kingdom even be after this? Like,
yeah. Ah.
And then Daida, after he's like, nah, I'm gonna have my brother be killed, but no, I'm not drinking this shit. Like, and not just because, like, it's
I
sketchy.
just watched you go through a fucking ritual here.
Right. He's like, I'm not an idiot, but also, like, it seemed like it was like a principle thing where he's like, no, I'm going to do this
the right way.
Yeah, exactly. I want complete, absolute victory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he's still willing, though, to take the shortcut, if you will, of assassinate my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This episode was big.
Yeah.
Big.
Oh, my head hurts.
Yeah, there was so much stuff going on. So, our boy, Boji, is, of course, he's all right. Kage was in his pack the whole time.
Of course.
And that's how all the ways that he's been saved thus far were accomplished. I like that it was a very simple explanation. It was one where, because Domas, I don't believe, ever saw Kage at any point. Bebin was the only one, I think, to have ever dealt with him.
Right. Which kind of makes sense, because Bebin is the sneaky kind of guy, so...
Right, but there was a point where Bebin in the past, told all the guards to look for the little shadow guy running around.
Right.
But I don't think Domas would have ever made the connection because he was using Bebin's knives that it would have been a little shadow creature.
Right.
He probably thought, oh, Bebin is in the shadows out there watching.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And that might be the other thing, is that, imagine if Domas still thinks Bebin is out there, that might inform even more dimension as to why he did some of the things he did out here. No one's coming to kill him. Like, Bebin's not coming to kill him now that he very clearly killed or tried to kill Boji. And so him having this moment where he chops off his hand, it's the, if Bebin does come back and find me, he's not going to find someone that he needs to kill. I'm useless. I'm a threat. I'm not a threat anymore.
Right. Yeah.
But holy shit. So many things.
Okay. How do we want to talk about this first?
So first things first.
Maybe Domas first. Yeah. Okay.
Because he's kind of bookended by the beginning and end here.
Right. So this
this development is really cool.
I adore this development because seeing characters that you hate suffer is very satisfying. Domas just did something that really made me hate him.
Yes.
And now he's suffering. But
immediately.
But even better, he's suffering because of his own actions. There was someone who said, I can't remember who it was, but the human heart in conflict with itself is the only thing worth writing about.
Yep.
And so now, like this is reminding me of so many of my favorite character arcs in stories. Like, oh yeah, Jaime Lannister, right? But no, this guy Jaime Lannister's himself.
Yeah.
As a result of the
One
guilt,
episode
shame,
after
self-hatred,
the
and all
thing.
of that stuff over what he did. Oh my God, he didn't silence the guy that he confessed his crime
Who
to.
could still spill the guts of what happened.
Yep.
Him later.
So it's something where
him.
it felt like a domino was just knocked over that's going to set a whole bunch of things in motion just for Domas of the what will this mean? But then also it could spill over to other characters as well.
Right.
Because if he comes back and is like, and people are asking questions, even if he just talks to Daida about it, right? But there's the other guy who could spill the beans. What happens if Healing finds out that her son,
Who's the other guy? Oh, you're talking about the one that went with him?
Yeah, the one that went with him that he didn't kill, right?
Yeah.
Like he knocked him out. Maybe he'll just sort of leave him there, take their stuff, and then maybe it'll take a while for him to get back to the kingdom or something.
No,
Who
he didn't.
knows?
He walked away. Yeah.
Right. But even so, that's leaving a loose end out, which is like just adding additional opportunities for conflict in the story to happen as a result of this. So I'm so happy about this.
Yeah. So Domas being someone that I really liked his conflict before he tried to kill Boji, but I even really liked. I even kind of really liked that he had that kind of reaction to killing Boji. I think that, or trying to kill Boji. I really, really love the way in which this is kind of the follow through of that, because he's taking responsibility, and thus he's removing potentially his one reason to be a sword master by cutting off his own hand. In fact, he wanted to guide the guy to specifically cut off my hand. He's like, come on, finish it. Do it the rest of the way.
Yep.
And then the guy's like, okay, he's going to try to kill me, so I have to knock him out. But, all right,
I'll do it myself.
I'll do it myself.
Yep.
Wonderful. Awesome stuff. The idea that this is going to lead to his character being around in the story, but not even necessarily in the kingdom. He might never go back. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's just something that they can leave efficiently for something down the line.
Right.
I love when stories write characters out of the story for a time and basically don't tell you when they're going to bring them back in, because any way that they bring them back in is going to be somewhat satisfying.
Right.
So,
and the character motivations for the person makes it make sense for them to exit.
Yeah, for sure. But this is something that I specifically like in ensemble casts where we have very large amounts of side characters. There are almost already too many side characters introduced in this story. So having him being shunted off in that regard. He doesn't have to show up in the next episode. He very much could. But either way, I don't care. I'm really excited about that.
Yep.
This is also something where by having Boji being on his little journey here, and he has a very fun way to have Kage reunited, him getting introduced to more characters that are going to be localized in their own specific regions, with their own specific desires and stuff, can be used as a way to exposit some things about what's going on in the world that are tangentially relevant to what's happening simultaneously in the story with Daida. I just love that. I love that so much.
I didn't quite.
Yeah. So let me then break down and follow this. You can follow here. The idea that our boy Boji interacted with a being from hell, like the king of hell or whatever,
right.
Who's someone that mentions basically him being cursed, him carrying the blood of King Bos in some ways. And then Daida going through this whole ritual after descending down, meeting a king at the bottom, and being offered essentially something that could be a way to maybe overcome his curse, or maybe taking on a new curse or something like that, is just a really fun way to set up basically the world building in that regard. So again, the idea that Bos has a lot of secrets tied up in his whole thing there that are things that the boys are being presented with choices, not necessarily as much Boji, but ones that could lead to understanding that whole side of things there. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daida though.
Daida. That was awesome. Like he's realized, oh, maybe I don't want to make a Faustian bargain, right? But he's still using the mirror, right? Like he made
the mirror is an entity too,
right? But like he realized that he could not entirely trust the mirror, and yet he was able to acknowledge that I do realize that you're doing this because you think it will be beneficial for me, but I'm not going to make that decision, right? Or I'm going to make the decision to not do what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So that's a great way in which they are kind of splitting a little bit, because he's resolving to be his own person and not just take what the mirror says at face value and do whatever it says. Cool. Awesome. Yep. That is, well, a mark of a good king, right?
Yeah.
To not just, be the puppet of someone else that is telling you what you should do. Okay.
Definitely.
And Appius is on his way down to speak with him, I'm guessing, so that'll be interesting, because...
Yeah, they kind of unresolved.
Right.
They left that unresolved. And by the way that they set it up, we have no reason to know why Appius is even down there.
I think he's going there... Well, he knows about the place, and I'm guessing he's wanting to see Daida, because Daida did tell Bebin to kill him. So, it might be a thing of like, sir...
Where's the king? Oh, the king went downstairs into the basement. He went there?
Right.
Why? Okay. Yeah, this is the part of the story where I actually feel like there could be the most discussion, weirdly enough, because the story doesn't hold our hand at this point here.
Nope.
There's no exposition.
Yeah,
Appius is I believe, a mute character. He does not speak.
Yeah,
we don't see him specifically giving any kind of specific reason as to why he's going down here, other than timing-wise, it makes sense that he's potentially following Daida. Right. But we see his backstory. We see him training with someone that I also really kind of like that they're not characterizing. This was just some guy that he's training with.
Right.
And there was a point where he wasn't the best, basically. He proved himself by fighting a griffin in the place down there where all the frozen statues were.
Right. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then we see the two scythe-wielding guards or whatever by a cloaked figure.
By a cloaked figure.
That is at the very least looks young, potentially female, but definitely not Bos, right?
Well, that's the real question, though. What if it is Bos?
Before
maybe some
drinking
kind of
the muck and
transformation.
goo and having a transformation.
Does that work timeline-wise? I don't think so. I think this is someone else for sure.
Yeah, right, because we did see... did we see Bos before when he was training and not very good?
No. All we've seen from Bos is that he came in as a Conan the Barbarian type. And
No. When Appius was training, did we see Boss in that segment?
No. All we see is that.
We did.
Throne.
Yeah. No, right, but yeah, he's on the throne. But so that would be before the point where he goes down and defeats the Griffin, and then there's the person in the green cloak that definitely doesn't.
Yeah. Assuming that, that totally makes sense. Yeah, but the way in which they used this as a way to have Appius be then proven, and the king gives the clap of approval, basically.
Right.
Going down here. What's odd, I would say more so, is that they chose to show us this person here in the green hood sitting down here in
the frozen place of the creatures.
Yeah, but it's like a bench of sorts.
Right.
But then when Daida came down here, there was a gate that then led to, at the very end, not a kind of a bench throne of sorts, but like a big
grinder,
big vat that looks like it's in front of the place where the seat would have been. Yeah. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's
the deal?
Why was this changed, basically? Why was the dungeon area altered in some way to fulfill basically a new purpose? And I want to posit the idea that maybe this ritual has been something that's been done many times before, but it's not been done here necessarily many times before.
Okay. Well, one other thing that is kind of interesting here is that the two guards actually tried to force Daida to drink the concoction.
Yes.
They bow to him when he shows up, but then they try and force him. That feels odd to me. Yeah. Because then that either means that, like, because if this is like you're saying, like, it's something that's different when if Boss did have this kind of similar experience, it wasn't here, then that would mean that Boss probably set this up.
Right? No, I think you're misinterpreting one of the things I was saying. I was saying that this ritual is older than Boss.
No, right, but if it hasn't happened here before, then that means this would have been set up at some point, and I think it would be reasonable to think that Boss would have had a hand in it being prepped for Daida.
No.
Okay.
No. Again, I don't think Boss knows anything necessarily about this ritual. I feel like, if anything, Boss was subservient to powers greater than him that allowed him to take the shortcut of becoming king. And the themes of this story, I feel like, are hinting that what it takes to be a king is to stand atop corpses, to
pave the cobblestone road, and
to
all
basically do things the dark way, the twisted way, the power way. And Boji is saying no, you don't have to do all that. You do have to struggle and go through a lot, but all those other things are basically shortcuts upon which, people then climb atop the big mound and say, well, I'm the tallest here, so I am king. And Daida's seeing, oh shit, I did not know this is what it took for someone that powerful to be king. Right. They actually might have taken a lot of shortcuts. I don't want to do that.
Even though Boss, with all of this stuff, was still number 7, and I'm wanting to be number 1.
Right.
Yeah. Also, theory on who the person in the red cloak or green cloak is. Boji's mom. Because there was another person that we saw that was frozen at the place, and I believe they had a cloak on. So I think it might have been this figure.
I think that it is meant to be the same person. Yes, there was a part where they showed them here.
Right, Appius walks past.
Yep, and it's green even. It's meant.
I believe so. It's certainly dark, but it is a cloaked figure.
Well, right, but if you look really closely, it has more green in it than gray.
Yeah, you can kind of see like the lighter shades of the center piece of the outfit. But yeah, and that's even regardless, it's a second cloaked person that is shown like in the same episode.
Oh, it's definitely Boji's mom. This is the hair here. And we saw her in episode 1, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was episode 1.
I think so. Or wait. Oh no, his mom was
a giant. Yeah.
right.
Well, yeah.
But
that's why he's a giant too. You know.
No, right. But that lady didn't look like a giant.
Oh, she could have. It's a potential perspective
thing. Yeah.
But also, here's a way to look at it.
Oh wait.
Look at the monsters next to.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair.
It totally. Okay. Actually, no. Actually, you're right.
Oh yeah. No, that's a horse. Yeah.
No. Here's a horse. Here's them.
So probably a regular
It's not.
sized
I
person.
actually don't think that it's
Bose's first wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So if that's the case, then I guess we have a new character that is just. Now here's a
potentially an antagonist.
Here's a crazy thought.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the question of why would they be here and why would they be frozen?
Mm-hmm.
What if they're the person that's in the mirror?
Oh.
And so they're not like dead.
And that's where the feminine voice comes from as well.
Exactly. Because why the feminine voice? That could be just because it's something that will make Daida be more like reciprocal, inclined, to what they're saying, right? But I could totally see it being something where they were essentially locked away, potentially so that their strength could be harvested at a later time or something, right?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
But then, because they have the ability to use the mirror or whatever, that's how they're, like, leaving their prison,
I really like that. Because, I mean, being in the mirror feels like the kind of imprisoned entity that courts something that is easily manipulated so that they can unwittingly free something much more powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stuff with Appius being down here, being someone that very much is a fan of Boji, but is still looking out for the king. I don't think he's here on a regular patrol.
No, I don't think so. I think he has a very specific intention in coming here, and that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I just find it very weird the way this was edited and framed that we spend time with him making it to there, but if we think about where he is logistically,
right, he's
literally on the other side of the door
and
while
then we have
all this is happening.
That takes like 40% of the rest of last 40% of the episode or so.
Yeah, it takes a good chunk of time. So it's not meant to be handled, I would say, linearly, but that means that when Daida opens the door, Appius will probably be on the other side of the door and be like, "Oh, you didn't do it.
Right.
I'm proud of you."
And then Daida's going to look at him and be like, "Oh, Bebin didn't do it." Like,
Right. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm curious as to why the story really wanted us to know that Appius was down here.
Right.
If he's not going to be used in the same episode. So it's again a thing where I think
set up for next episode.
Yeah, maybe. But the story's not holding our hand as regards to motivations and stuff.
But Boji is already cursed. He's a giant that had his power stripped, and Kage is a person of the Shadow People that has divine. What was it like?
Has earned divine misfavor.
Right.
Sorry. That's not a word. Disfavor.
Yeah.
Right. Divine disfavor. Hold on. Let's get. Yeah. An altered form, of course, right? Who has met with divine disfavor.
Okay. Like, that's...
I think we might be reading too much into that, potentially, because I'm now just wondering, like...
Like, originally, like, if not for the divine thing, or, like, I would just think it's, like, cursed with bad luck kind of a thing, right? Where it's, like, he's the only one to survive.
It's a bit esoteric to say divine disfavor, yeah.
Right, but it's like, no, there's a mechanical thing that's at play here. They're already cursed, so they can't be cursed again. One, that's a fun... world-building thing if you can only have one curse on you at a time.
True. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Right. But then also, okay, that if we need to take that literally, then it's like, wait, divine disfavor. What the fuck happened? Was it just like some angry priest, or was it like a god being that's like, I curse the entire Shadow Clan or something? You know. But then Boji, no, he has had his power as a giant stripped away, and there's a part of me, it could be a side effect of what Bose did, but especially given that his mom was also a giant and everything, I want to say And maybe that might have actually just been that he was even smaller when he was born. So, like, his mom seemed gigantic. But if it's something where Boss was kind of wanting to protect Boji in a way, I would eat that shit up. Like, because he seemed to he wanted Boji to still be king.
Okay.
Even though Boji did not have the capabilities of what you would traditionally associate with being a king, right?
Okay.
So that makes me think that he somehow knows something that everyone else doesn't. It could just be that he loved his son, and that's just what it is.
He was a king, and he was a great king in terms of power and influence. So there's probably things that he learned about what it takes to be a king that we'll learn as Boji and Daida learn them, because there are perspective characters for the growth of what it takes to be a king. So we'll learn that as they learn it. You know?
But like so many,
see some spice.
Yeah, there's so much spicy world building that's being introduced with each episode of this show. Yeah. It's kind of blowing me away because I'm like, this is too fast. Like even for like a big intensive like thriller type show, I would think that this is pretty fast.
I would think the part that's going to be hard for them to handle in terms of the unwieldy potential nature of doing too much world building too fast is you have to keep it wide, because if you go too deep, then things get compared against the thing that went deepest first. And then if you go too deep on one thing, and then the other things that you go kind of shallow on don't feel like they fit in the same thing that you went deep on something else.
Well, and also if you go deep on one thing, then that sets the expectation that you need to go deep on everything else.
No, I feel like that's an aspect of world building that can be an important aspect, but I think it's more the thing of where deep does not mean serious, if that makes sense.
No, right. It's being thorough with the detail, right? And
because this is very soft world building in general.
Right, exactly. We're getting bits and pieces, but like we're not spending an inordinate amount of time on what life is like for Domas as the sword master of the castle or whatever, right? Like, like it's we're already going into hell and meeting the king of hell, and like there was that other crazy king, and then there's this ritual and things like that. But then we're already potentially moving past that. Like there are so many things that are being introduced in this show, and it is a wonderful backdrop and gives excellent atmosphere and tension for what's going on.
Right.
It's something that makes me wonder how much of it will be directly plot relevant.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Probably the kinds of thing that, as a story, will be something where, because we don't really have a proper antagonist really yet, because Daida doesn't fully count as that.
He's antagonistic to Boji, but he is on his own protagonist journey.
Yeah, he's on his own journey. Yeah. So the story is going out wide right now, not deep.
Right.
And eventually, in order to go deep, they'll need to do certain things deeper to then progress the story. And then it'll form the perfect, almond, where it's we went out, and then we stop going out, then we move forward, and then we, at the end, we kind of come back to the middle on Boji's specific story of, probably becoming the greatest king ever,
Sure.
Yeah. Classic stuff right there. But I really love the triple focus storytelling in a single episode. I think that this is the kind of ambition in a story that live action shows like try to have.
Right. Where you have oftentimes fall on their face with.
Yeah, because one or more of the stories just isn't really handled well or is that interesting.
And well, hey, again with the whole human heart in conflict with itself, most of the perspectives that we got this episode were with antagonists. That. Well, right. And they were like all that. Also, just got to give shout out to Kage and Boji crying together and then both trying to be like, no, it's fine.
We're big boys.
And the fact that it was both of them, not just Boji, but like Kage was totally like...
And he cries different from Boji as well.
Exactly.
Like, it's harder for him to cry. And you could get into, some things that they might not even be trying to set up as hard, fast rules. But one of them has a much worse upbringing in some ways than the other, from an objective point of view.
That's why they're the perfect, like, traveling partners and everything, because they can help each other grow, and it's wonderful. They complement, And
I love Kage so much. I love Boji too. I love Boji too.
Yeah.
But the way in which Kage kind of struggled to cry a little bit is the kind of thing that I would go way more in depth into if I felt like spending another hour in this discussion.
Right. Like, that's the kind of shit where it's like, yes, that's why we need to have detailed animation on the anime characters crying, because it communicates stuff like that.
It does.
Whereas if you just have it be, okay, big tears show up and they're crying, it's like, well, no. What do they do? How do they... Yeah, the extra hour that we could go into. But,
It is literally in his corner the whole time.
Yeah,
I just love the silliness of the shadow creature being literally in the shadow after saying that he would be in his corner. It's so cute and fucking awesome.
And even Bebin's teachings helping Daida not take the concoction. Like that was great.
Like there are plenty of shortcuts, but they're not worth taking. What were his actual words in that?
You want to make sure that you don't let yourself be deceived by others or by yourself.
Yeah.
Like that was...
Yeah, I gotta find that.
That was so
specific
good.
Part there, because it was something where, you know, you want me to drink this sketchy stuff, you have some hesitation, you become a king of the world. Prince Daida, in any endeavor, there is never an easy path. These are the times that will make you what you are. Oh, see that you are not deceived, whether by those around you, or more importantly, by yourself. That's some good, that's some
shit.
Good sensei shit right there.
Like Domas could have used those lessons, you know? Like,
I mean, yeah, really. Like,
oh man. I love it. I love this show.
Fantastic stuff. And now we're set up for a Boji ascension out of hell.
Yeah.
Maybe being guided by... Because actually, hold on. Did they give... I think they gave some world building about those cavalry guys in the previous episode.
Oh, did they? I don't know.
I seem to remember when they were going through the town above hell that... Yeah. So they're like... the gates of hell are up close. Oh, yeah. It's because the Order of the Underworld.
Right.
Yeah. This reason this town is so peaceful, and the monsters are kept out. Yeah, the Order of the Underworld, the greatest knights in history. So that was them, basically.
Right.
And that, in some ways, hell has even been subdued by humans.
Which is
fucking crazy cool.
Yeah,
like, in a way where you're like, well, we do have demons. But humans are so imperialistic and all about kingship and kingdoms in this world. They fucking went into hell, kicked its ass.
Eat your heart out, Gwen.
And made a kingdom in there.
Right. Yep.
Humans might be the bad guys in this world. There's a very real possibility. They're just
At the very least, they're metal as fuck.
At the very least, they're metal as fuck. Yeah. Exactly. Because they did also this ritual shit. But that's another thing. The only guaranteed human in that whole interaction is Daida. There's a very real possibility that this is in some ways...
scythe wielders.
Right, this might be the monsters of the world, the monsters, who are forced to hide in with masks and cloaks and stuff like that, or in mirrors, or getting back at these human kings, and they're trying to set up one of their own kings that can tear down the established order.
And something that would be especially fun is if we have something where humans can be transmuted as a result of imbibing shit. Then maybe some of the monsters that are out there could have once been humans. Like, theoretically, if it wanted to go there.
All those frozen creatures down there might have just been
one of them was a human, or looked vaguely human.
Yeah, they looked humanoid, yeah.
Right. But, we had the example of the crazy king. But, what if...
What if he was a sane one and he just saw all the shit that was going on? He's like, fuck that.
Yeah, he actually got
out
of
live
it
in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, what if the fact that Boss had a demon inside of him? What if that was
not unique? That was normal.
That's part and parcel with the transformation or whatever. Who knows?
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.